Welcome back to another ABE update, and we've now arrived at the beginning of May, and we have a nudge from May the 2nd. Now this nudge refers to something that came through in a previous question and answer session with ABE. We're talking about vibrationary energies, and ABE just mentioned the fact that of an 8.88 frequency, and we wonder what that was, and the only thing that we could relate it to was the Schumann resonance. As you may know, the Schumann resonance is the vibrational frequency of the planet, and it's currently at 7.83 Hertz and has been for a long time, although there have been many people commenting about the potential shift in this planetary frequency, and out of nowhere Abe talked about 8.88, and so this is a nudge that came back on the 2nd of May 2022 that refers to this 8.88 frequency, which previously had not been discussed at all. We just had it come up in a question, and this is the first time it came back in a nudge. So I will read it. See, just like yourselves, and going back to the Russian doll analogy, vibrational resonance is another in another in another. And at this time, when your home externally, your planet, is in resonational realignment, you see. When it was so mentioned about the 8.88 resonance, see this is an interactional vibratory relational process in which you allow yourself to be a part of, or you no longer will resonate to your home. If so, how can then you be so of health? There is a stressor there, and with this there is dissonance. And you see, this dissonance does so start at the base level. But this base level is also what you would name higher self, but it is not as so. It is indeed both the inside out and upside downness of your being. You must see this now, for if not, there will indeed be tension, a heavy stressor, if you will, on your bodily systems. You know and will feel this as so, for things will crop up. You will have stop signs, and you will continue to go, and you will have trips and falls as if something externally is in your path. And it is not so. It is an energetic stalling to say, where are you going? See this now, for it must be seen. There will be misalignment within you. You will feel out of sorts, if you will, for you are indeed looking outside for what is within. Turn this focus around, and it will focus and shine the light on the path without. You will not need on this continuing searchlight of consciousness. It will simply be of continuous, for you see, it must be seen now. So, although Abe doesn't specifically say 8.88 is Schumann resonance, Abe does say 888 is the interactional vibration that is relational to our planet. And Abe does say specifically at this time when your home externally, your planet, is in resonational realignment. So if the planet is in resonational or vibratory realignment, then that of course means the Schumann resonance, the vibratory level of the planet, is shifting. And I haven't found anywhere else where there's a mention of the 8.88. But Abe specifically talks about one's bodily health here, meaning that if the planet is shifting and we are not vibrationally shifting with it, then we will be out of alignment. They say here, Um, if you no longer resonate to your home, um, then there will be a dissonance. How can this be of health? Of course. So if our home externally, i.e. the planet, is shifting vibrational resonance and we are not shifting with it, then we're going to feel out of alignment, and that's going to affect our health bodily, the dissonance. And as Abe says, there will be a tension, a heavy stressor upon our bodily systems. So, and no doubt there is a definite health issue going on in the world right now. And also it says that we will have stop signs. And if we continue to move past these stop signs, we will have trips and falls as if something externally is on our path. But Abe says it's not the case. These stop signs are not to trip you up externally. They are there as a sign to say, where are you going? In other words, are you on the right path? Do you want to just pause for a while, reconsider, realign yourself to make sure you are on the right path? Because if you keep tripping up, maybe that's a sign to say you're not on the right path. Why keep pushing ahead to keep tripping over yourself? So if we come to these blockages, they're there as a sign to say, get into realignment before you want to move forward. And then we are out of sorts because we're looking outside of ourselves for what is within. It's the wrong way around. We are topsy-turvy, upside down. If we first look within, that then will shine a light onto the without, onto the path without. So they say, turn this focus around, and i.e. focus inward, and then it will focus and shine on the light of the path without. So we are looking without externally for all things to benefit us, and that is the wrong path. That is not getting us into alignment, especially now as the planet is, according to Abe here, the planet is going into a resonational realignment, shifting towards an 8.88 frequency. We need to be in alignment with that, which is saying that we need to get ourselves prepared. We need to get ourselves what Abe would call into continuance, into allowance, allowing the new energies to come into us, not fighting them, not resisting them, but be in a mode of receptivity, a mode of preparation for the change, not to be in fear, not to be fighting the system, not to be, rushing against the onslaught of what's happening externally, but to be calm, step back, realign ourselves, and be prepared for moving forward into a new energy which is coming through the planet. And I feel that is quite an important message for these times. Okay, thank you.